You've been trying, you're tracking your food, squeezing in workouts, maybe even skipping meals to be good, and somehow the scale still won't budge. It's frustrating, right? Especially when you've been doing everything you've been told to do. I've been there. I thought I had to be stricter, cut carbs, eat super clean, and basically white knuckle my way to results. But looking back, the things I thought would help me lose weight were actually the things keeping me stuck. I'm Rebecca, I'm a registered dietitian and a trainer, and I help busy moms lose fat, build strength, and feel good in their bodies again without having to overhaul their entire lives. Inside my coaching programs, I work with women who are juggling school drop-offs, toddlers, careers, you name it. And I've seen the same patterns over and over. So if you're a mom trying to do it all and you're tired of feeling like nothing's working, this video is going to shift everything. Let's talk about the 3 weight loss habits that sound smart, but are actually holding you back. And hey, if you're not sure what your body actually needs, I made a free body type quiz that helps you understand your metabolism and how to fuel it better. It's quick and it's linked below. Let's start with the big one, because this one messed me up for years. We've been told that if you want to lose weight, you just need to eat less. So you start skipping meals, cutting snacks, and trying to survive on as little food as possible. But here's what actually happens. You end up tired, cranky, and thinking about food 24/7. Then nighttime hits and suddenly the snacks start calling. Does that sound familiar? This doesn't mean you lack willpower. It means your body is running on empty. And I see this constantly with the moms I coach. They're eating 1,200 calories, barely making it through the day, and wondering why the scale won't move. Your body doesn't want to burn fat when it thinks it's starving. If you're not fueling it with enough protein, fiber, and actual real food, your metabolism slows down. Not because it's broken, but because it's trying to protect you. Once I started focusing on fueling my body, getting enough food, not just cutting calories, everything changed. I had more energy, I stopped obsessing over food, and I actually started to see the results that lasted. So if you've been eating less and doing more and nothing's changing, this is probably why. It's not about eating the smallest amount possible. It's about eating enough of the right stuff to support your goals. Now, the second habit that trips up so many women, especially moms, is thinking cardio is the key to fat loss. So what do? We hop on the treadmill, do a Peloton ride, maybe squeeze in a YouTube HIIT workout and call it a day. And listen, movement is amazing. Walking, biking, getting your heart rate up, that all matters. But if your only strategy is cardio, you're going to hit a wall. And here's why. Cardio helps you burn calories in the moment, but it doesn't help you build muscle, the stuff that keeps your metabolism running higher all day long. The moms I work with are always shocked when I have them lift heavier weights, and then they start seeing their body change in ways cardio never delivered. They're leaner, stronger, and finally feel like they're making progress. If you want to lose fat, not just weight, you need to prioritize strength. Even just 2 to 3 days a week of smart resistance training makes a massive difference. You'll burn more calories while you're chasing your kids, cleaning the house, or just resting. That's how we shift from just burning calories to actually changing your body. This one hits close to home because it was me for a long time. If I couldn't do everything perfectly, I figured, why bother? If I had one off meal, I just thought, well, I guess I'm not gonna see results. And if I missed a workout, it felt like the whole week was already off. I thought being healthy meant being strict, cutting out sugar, tracking every bite, no missed days ever. But that approach never gave me long-term results. It just made everything feel harder than it had to be. And the moms I coach, so many of them come in with that same mindset. They're used to going all in until life gets messy. And let's be real, life is always messy when you've got little kids, work, or just a full plate. So what actually works? Letting go of perfection and focusing on what's doable today. One solid meal, even on a chaotic day. A 20-minute walk instead of skipping movement altogether. That's the stuff that actually builds momentum. You don't need to hit every goal perfectly, you just need to keep on making progress even when things aren't perfect. If you've ever found yourself deep in a Google rabbit hole trying to figure out the best workout split, or you've downloaded 3 different macro calculators and still don't know what to eat, yeah, I've been there too. Most of the moms I work with aren't struggling because they're lazy. They're struggling because they're trying to do too much at once. You're following 5 different influencers with 5 completely different approaches. One says no carbs. One says eat 6 times a day. One says fast until noon and never eat after 7. It's exhausting, and none of it feels realistic for your life. You start thinking, if I'm not doing all of that, is it even worth it? And that's the trap. You get stuck in this loop of starting and stopping, not because you don't care, but because it all feels way too complicated to keep up with. But let me tell you something I've learned as a dietitian, a trainer, and a mom. Complicated doesn't mean better. You don't need 12 steps, a color-coded meal chart, or an entirely new grocery list to get results. The women who see lasting change, they double down on the simple stuff. They eat real food, protein, fiber, healthy fats. They move their bodies in a way that feels doable. They stop skipping meals, stop overthinking every bite, and start fueling their bodies instead of fighting them. And when you're eating enough, getting in that protein, and not forgetting about fiber, that's when the scale starts moving. And more importantly, that's when you start feeling better. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be doable. Simple and consistent beats complicated and unsustainable every single time. Let's talk about something that's so easy to do without even realizing it. You scroll social media, see someone's abs or their perfect meal prep, and instantly feel behind. And here's the thing, she might be in a completely different season of life than you. She's not nursing a baby at 2 a.m. She's not juggling preschool drop-off, nap schedules, and last-minute Target runs. She might have a nanny, a personal chef, or just more uninterrupted time than you do. And yet, we compare ourselves like we're on the same playing field. We think, why can't I be more disciplined like her? But discipline isn't the issue. Your reality is just different. I see this all the time in the moms I coach. They think they're failing because their plan doesn't look like someone else's. But your plan shouldn't look like hers. You have different stress, different hormones, and different priorities. That's not a flaw, that's just the truth of your season. Once you stop trying to copy what's working for someone who isn't living your life and start building something that works for you, that's when everything changes. Because success isn't about doing what's trendy, it's about doing what's sustainable for you. Now, this one sneaks in so easily, especially when you're feeling uncomfortable in your body and just want something to change fast. You tell yourself, I just need to lose 10 pounds before that vacation, or I'll do this challenge and then I'll figure the rest out later. But short-term thinking almost always leads to short-term results. You end up doing something super restrictive, maybe it works for a minute, but the second life gets busy again, it's done. You're back where you started and maybe even worse off. And now you're even more frustrated. I used to fall into this too. I'd go through really clean, strict phases and then crash hard when I couldn't keep up. It wasn't that I wasn't trying hard enough, I just wasn't thinking about what would actually work long-term with my life, my kids, and my schedule. The truth is, consistency beats intensity every time. It's not about what you can do for 30 days. It's about what you can keep doing when your kids are sick, your work is slammed, and you barely have enough time to shower. When you zoom out and stop obsessing over fast results, you actually start building habits that last. That's when your clothes start fitting better. That's when your energy improves. And that's when you realize, oh, this is working and it's not taking over my life. And this ties right into the next habit, because once that initial burst of excitement fades, most of us are left waiting for motivation. You start strong, you're in a groove, and then life gets hectic and motivation disappears. And when that happens, you stop. But here's the thing, if you're relying on motivation to carry you through, it's going to be a constant roller coaster, because motivation is inconsistent, especially when you're a mom. You're exhausted, pulled in a million directions, and let's be honest, most days you're just trying to keep everyone fed and keep your coffee hot. What actually works isn't more motivation. It's having a plan that's simple enough to follow even when you're not feeling it. That might mean repeating the same 2 breakfasts or doing a quick 20-minute workout on your living room floor. It's not fancy, but it's effective. The women who make progress aren't always motivated. They've just learned how to keep showing up even when it's not perfect. And that skill, it's way more powerful than motivation ever will be. And the last habit I see way too often, especially with moms, is trying to do everything on your own. You're Googling meal plans, saving workouts, starting over silently on a Monday, but you're not telling anyone. You're just hoping that this time it sticks. And I get it. Asking for help can feel like admitting you're failing, but it's not. It's actually the thing that changes everything. When you have support, a plan, and someone helping you make sense of what actually works for your body, it's a game changer. You're not second guessing every decision, you're not overwhelmed by the options, and maybe for the first time you actually feel like you're making progress without trying to white knuckle your way through it. I've seen it in the women I coach. Once they stop doing it alone, things just click. They build momentum, they stay consistent, and they actually feel good in their bodies again. So if any of those habits hit a little too close to home, you're not alone. And it doesn't mean you've failed. It just means that you've been following advice that doesn't actually work for your season of life. You don't need more discipline. You don't need a stricter plan. You just need a smarter one, something that fits your body, your schedule, and your real life. That's why I created my free body type quiz, because understanding how your metabolism works is the first step to doing this differently. It'll show you how to fuel your body in a way that actually works for you, not against you. You can take that in the link below. So if you're done with the restrictive plans, the start overs, and the overwhelm, drop "I'm done with diets" in the comments. I'd love to hear what habit you're letting go of. And if this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more mom-friendly fitness and nutrition content, and I'll see you in the next one.